Mrs. Clinton, with the health care debate and Thursday's crime vote, what kind of a week have you and the president had?
Well, it's been a very challenging week because these are two important issues facing the country. You know, as my husband has said many times, he came to Washington as president to deal with real problems. And I don't think we'd find many people who disagree that crime and health care are real problems. So it's challenging, but it's worth doing.
What happens next?
Well, I think what happens next on both of those issues is we keep going. With respect to the crime bill, I think as more Americans focus on the fact that this bill would have put more police on the street, would have locked up violent offenders so they never could get out again, would have given more prison construction money available to the states and as well as the federal government, but also would have dealt with prevention, giving young people something to say yes to. It's a very well thought out crime bill that is both smart and tough. I think Americans are going to say, why these political games? Why are we once again letting certain special interests call the shots in Washington? And we will eventually get a good crime bill like the president has proposed. It'll just take a little longer than it should have.
In seeing what happened with that procedural vote and what's happening with the health care legislation, particularly in the House with some talk of possible delays, disappointed at all?
No, Steve, because I have always thought this was going to be a very long, arduous effort, because after all, we've been at it for 60 years. And a lot of presidents, including Franklin Roosevelt and Harry Truman and even Dwight Eisenhower, Richard Nixon, have tried to do something about health care reform.